Hi folks, excuse my voice, is a bit hoarse today. It's the middle of summer and I've done absolutely nothing to the 3D printer or the power supply in 5, maybe 6 months. Okay. Today I feel like doing it, so I'm doing it. Yeah. I've just finished cutting the power supply socket. I don't know if you're picking it up with the light. Hold on, I'll move that out of the way. Excuse my camera work. I've just finished cutting the power supply socket off of the printed circuit board inside the power supply. I've soldered the two bared wires. I bared 5mm of wire on each of the cables there, and soldered them or tinned them, depending on how you what country you're from. I think they call it tinning in the States, but here in the UK we call it solder, not solder. There's an L and it's not silent, okay? Right, so that's a small thing, yeah. This here is a power switch which I've installed after the fact into the box or the case for the power supply unit. That wasn't fitted as standard. Pardon my camera work again, folks. That wasn't fitted as standard, so I've fitted that. I think that's been present in one of my other videos. And what I've decided to do is I will have the these thicker cables with the extra layer of insulation, the black insulation here, shall connect to the printed circuit wires or connections, and then these two cables shall then connect to the power supply socket, which fits in here. So I think that'll be satisfactory. Or maybe I should have it the other way about. That's in the off position there, the now. So on, which is then engaging these bottom two wires. No, that'll be fine, yeah, that'll be fine. That will then connect to the power supply printed circuit board, and the power then shall flow through these two wires, sorry for my camera work, through the switch to the printed circuit board. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Once that's done, you'll note I've also put these ring connectors and some insulation on the cables or the wires for the various rails. Never mind all this junk over here, that's just crap. I don't know what I'll do with the spare wires yet. You know, like these. I might put in some LEDs for a standby power light and such like, but some of them I might just cut them off and insulate them and tie them together with a suitable piece of elastic or something. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'll update you later this evening with the second half of this clip, which I'm hoping to keep down to 5 minutes each, so you'll get a video of about 10 minutes long. So I'll try to pause this now and I'll see you soon. Okay, that's the power supply socket now, welded, not welded, soldered to the switch. I don't think my soldering's particularly great, but all four exposed wires were tinned initially and then joined with another with extra solder rather, applied back with the soldering iron. I'm not going to speak any further about this, except to say that I've got insulation here pre-cut and in place on the wiring, so it can just slide over the exposed areas. It does fit, but it's no easy to do with one hand. For both the brown and the blue wires. So I'm not going to be able to do this with just one hand. Oh, there you go. That's one. Famous last words. And that'll need to be heated now with either the just a naked flame, or just even the heat from the soldering iron will do it, although it's not particularly quick. Or so that's how that's going to look when it's, well, it is finished. It just needs to be shrunk now. So I'll crack on with the other bits, and I'll update you shortly. Bye for now. Alright folks, I'm back. Okay, just to recap what I've done today. Right, let's see if I can get a bit of light on this situation here. I don't know if I will or not. Okay, in there you've got your blue wire coming from the printed circuit board. Comes up here and it joins right there this a double insulated blue wire with a black sheath in it, which connects to the switch. Okay. Behind that, it's not readily apparent with the camera position, but behind that there is a brown wire there, which also comes up and is now connected to this double insulated brown wire with a black sheath to the switch. At the back of these two connections there's another pair of connections, and they in turn not at the back of, in front of, right? Those wires I mentioned that come up from the printed circuit board at the bottom there, they come up and they join these two connections at the bottom of the switch. Yeah, just double checking there just in case I hadn't made a mistake, but that is the case. The other two then from the top of the switch, they connect down here to the power supply socket, and that one there and this one here, which comes in over there. Also the earth, it's back in its position. I might redo this. I thought it was going to be based between these wires, but it just seems to be pulled a little bit tight, and I think that if the earth comes over through the side here to this point, it won't be quite such a stretch for it, and it'll be a better position for it. Having said that, we're earthing the printed circuit board to a case which isn't actually itself earthed. Under normal circumstances, this case is earthed to the computer case, which in turn is earthed to your mains socket. So I'll need to do a little bit of I'll need to think a way of earthing this case to the... Oh, wait a minute. No, that's okay. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's earthed to the case is earthed to the socket, and the socket is earthed to the mains. So that's okay. Right. Also put the fan back in position. That's no great deal. That was no great problem at all. The transformer here is secured back to the side of the case, and all that's really outstanding now is to connect. I'll pick the camera up for this. Connect these ring plugs, not plugs, but ring sockets. I don't know what you call them. Ring clips? Ring connectors, yeah. I've got 2 red ring connectors, 2 black, and 2 yellow. Now, yellow is the 12 volt, if I remember rightly. Black is the neutral, and red is about, I think, 5 volt or 5.5 volt. I'm not can't quite remember. So I've got to get them connected to the banana sockets in here. Not difficult, just fiddly, yeah. But my only other issue now that remains is what to do with these extra cables. I might. I think. Okay, the purple. I think that needs to be bridged with the green, right? I think I need to bridge these two, and that allows you to switch your power supply on, basically. But I'm not sure now that different power supplies have different colouring schemes. Although in general ATX are fairly standard. This grey one, I can't remember what that does, to be honest with you. Right now, the orange, that's 3.3 volt. I'm not going to require them, so I'll probably just loop them up, insulate them, and tie them off somewhere. So I've got a grey, I've got green, purple, blue, and a brown remaining to determine what they are. I'm pretty sure that the green has to be bridged with the purple, but I'll check that before I do anything. Basically, it's getting those final little things dealt with. I'd maybe like to put in a couple of LEDs just as to indicate that the power is on to the power supply. I know I've got the switch now in place, so that's a physical barrier, but also, or a physical check, but also like a visual means to just quickly ascertain whether or not there is power to the printer or not once the switch is on. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that now, folks. I'll do another update on the power supply situation when I make some progress with it. I'll probably not bother now for a while because it's nice weather and I've got other things I need to be getting finished and progressed. And I don't know what time of day it is now, but it's tea time. My belly's rumbling. I need to get the dinner on, do the dishes, hoover, all the usual mundane crap. So yeah, cheerio for now, and I'll keep you posted.